tonight. How are you feeling about your team's performance?
Proud. We've worked really hard throughout the weeks for a performance like this. It's true that perhaps we didn't have a good run of games before that, but this is a good boost for the psyche for sure. So we're looking to build on this.
Coach, I mentioned previous matches about confidence, how he didn't see some of the confidence on the pitch from you guys. Obviously, to that tough stretch you guys had tonight, what does that do for you both mentally as you hit the road and now as you look at the season overall?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's good for the psyche. It's positive, right? And it's just how can we build on this for the next three away games that we have that are tough and they're direct rivals in the Western Conference. And we also have a Jagermeister, I think, in between, if I'm not mistaken. So we just gotta continue with the mentality, continue to work, and the results will come.
Well, first, congratulations on the win and the shutout.
Thank you.
You had obviously the defensive side was solid. What were you seeing in the pitch? And you had a big save there to keep them off the board. So what did you see?
Yeah, no, just I mean, for my part, just staying tuned in. Plays like that happen, and I just gotta make sure that I'm alert and prepared for it. But I think overall defensively we did well, starting from up top, all the way to the back line as well. I think we defended well as a unit. We were working to get back possession, and I thought we did well defensively overall.
What was it? Because obviously you didn't have that stretch. So what was it about tonight that really, like, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna give our best performance and try to get a win?
Yeah, we spoke actually at the beginning of the week as a group, and mentioned some things that perhaps we just got to focus on to try and get the result this weekend. Well, today, because we know that going into the next three matches, league matches, that we're going to be tough. So we just set some goals within the week, to focus on, and we did hone in on those small details, and it reflected on the field today, and we were able to get the result.
Lastly, Coach, just because you had about the pitch tonight, and you mentioned all you guys are kind of like as a family. You described it. So, as a family, when you went out there tonight, how did you feel?
As a family. It's in a sport like this, you got to be united, or any team sport, right? So we're fortunate to have a really good locker room, a lot of really good guys. We all get along really well, and we just got to make sure that we put all that good energy onto the field as well and get results. And so when you have a night like this, it kind of reflects on the group that we have, and we're looking to build on this. This isn't the only result that we're looking for. We're looking for more results continuing forward. So we're going to continue to work to get that.
Building off of that, players from kind of Carlos had mentioned that he sees players from different backgrounds, Latin America, Europe, kind of mixing and matching. It's not so clicky like sometimes it can be with teams. How much have you seen that with the team, interacting on and even off the field? And what do you think maybe causes that you guys are willing to mix and match so much?
Well, you look at a great example in Dima, right? He's trying to learn English and Spanish, right? And he's new to the country, and he's trying to assimilate everything that he's learning here in the U.S. So when you have people like that are willing to grow and willing to just be better, that's kind of what this group is about. Not just Dima, a lot of the other guys as well. Andres Paredes, he's doing his job in trying to learn and get along with the guys as well. And I can say that about pretty much everybody in the locker room. So we're all making an effort to make this a good year, and we just got to make sure that we continue to string good results.
How much of maybe a relief? Sorry, how much of it was maybe just kind of that catharsis, that relief when the final whistle blows? I mean, you knew it was going to be a win, but when you finally get that win that has avoided you guys for a little bit, what's the feeling when that's locked in? When you say, okay, we ended that streak, we've got something to build off now.
Hunger for more. It's as you mentioned. Perhaps we didn't have a good run of results in the past couple of weeks, but when you get a result like this, I think that it just motivates you to continue to do better and to grow. And I think that's what this night we can build off of.
I mean, we mentioned before about that comeback plan. Like, what does it for the fans mean even more?
It's we do this obviously because we love the sport, but we know that there's fans that come out here to watch us, and they pay a price to watch us, and we try to entertain them. and obviously we need to come up with results. So, you know, we're gonna as I keep saying, you know, and I'm gonna continue to repeat myself. We're gonna continue to work to try and get those results so that, you know, the fans have something to see on the field, a product to see that, you know, they have a good team here in San Antonio, and this franchise is about winning. So it's for them for sure, and we're gonna continue to try to make them proud.
Richard, over the last few weeks, there's been like talk about, you know, building confidence and chemistry at training, you know, week in and week out. Do you think like there's certain limitations to what can be accomplished at training, and like sometimes just like when you actually put it together on a Saturday or, you know, during a match day, there's like there's a difference in like in terms of impact when you get results in, you know, in a real match?
You know, I don't think there's really much difficulty because, you know, it's soccer and you talk with the ball really, right? So it's a world sport and everybody understands the game. The only thing really is within, you know, the nuances within the field in terms of communication. As I mentioned, you know, some of these guys don't know how to speak English. A lot of guys do know how to speak Spanish, so we try to communicate in the best way possible. And so when you do have that communication, obviously, you know, the results will reflect that, and we get wins. So in my opinion, I don't think there's any limits for sure. I think that it's in our control to make sure that we do well day in and day out, week in and week out, and to make sure that we do get those results, those positive results. Awesome. Thanks, guys.